How long does this usually take? Well, we're kind of not sure because we've never made it through a full one of these. If we skip most of the goal replays, and yeah, they've got the right teams. Okay, so it's Alpha Exotic versus Vatira Monkey Moon. If we skip most of the goal replays and we ready up between games, I reckon this will probably take just over 2 hours, I think. Maybe 2 hours-ish if it's low-scoring games. But if we get a bunch of overtimes, which is possible with very close matchups like this, yeah, Zen's just it. Zen's sitting out this round and he's just watching every replay, so this is going to be a disaster. Zen, skip the replay! You know you can auto-skip replays if you just sit in the change team thing. Like if you ever try this with your friends and you need to go AFK, just go to change team like this and it will automatically skip every replay. You don't have to do it manually. Little tip there for all of you guys who I know are going to try this with your buddies when you've got too many players for a 3 sesh. You got 4 or 5. You want to play some in-house 2s. Yeah, there's going to be... So let me explain the format one time here so that everybody understands what's going on. If you missed yesterday's edition, yesterday's test run, we have 5 players. The 4 players that are currently playing in this first game, plus Zen, who's sitting out game 1. They're all going to play, between them, 15 2v2 games. But each individual player will play 12 each and sit out for 3 each. That will give us a chance to see every possible match, every possible game, I should say, every possible matchup with this many players in a lobby. Monkey Moon and Vatira really put a ton of pressure on Alpha and Exotic here. I don't know if they're playing with comms. I'm not sure. They might be. Yeah, the breaks are evenly spread for each player throughout this format. So Zen has a break in game 1, 6, and 11. Vatira has a break in game 2, 7, and 12, and so on and so on. You guys get the idea. So they're going to be playing for sitting out 1, playing for sitting out 1, etc., etc. And yeah, 1 point. You get 1 point on the left of the screen for every game that you win. That's the little tally that we're going to keep to see who wins overall, who is just simply the best 2v2 player in France. Incredibly stacked lobby, incredibly stacked country for 2v2. I mean, there's even more talent that we have in this lobby itself. These 5, I think, are the most likely top 5 players. Exotic and Zen being an extremely successful 2v2 combination in 2v2 tournaments in the past. And then, of course, Monkey Moon, recent rank 1 record breaker, Vatira, and Alpha, no introduction really needed there. But you've also got players like Seiko, players like Radosin. It's incredibly stacked. You could easily have a second lobby from France alone, and it would be another world-class 5 players. My personal pick for the overall winner is going to be Monkey Moon. You know, I'm going to go maybe against the grain. I think a lot of people are going to be picking Zen because of his recent success. I think a lot of people are going to be picking Vatira because of his recent dominance. They're dominating 1s and 3s respectively between them. But I think Monkey Moon, I think he's the 2v2 specialist. We saw yesterday just how important it is to be able to adapt to your teammates. We had some Saudi Arabia players on the stream trial running this format, and Rawas dominated. He won all but 1 of his games because he was simply the best defensive player, and he was great at adapting to his teammates, really bringing the best out of them, not getting in their way. I think that's one of Monkey Moon's star qualities. He just makes life so easy for his teammates. Him and Vatira off to a flying start here. This would be well, the perfect start, of course. The worst possible start for Alpha Exotic, but I guess they're probably considering themselves the underdogs here. Tough matchup early on. A great read by Vatira. Not able to get the double. Yeah, don't worry, Zen is sitting out game 1, but he's going to be then playing 4 in a row. So you're going to get plenty of Zen in 2s. I know everyone's really excited to see what he can do in 2v2 and 3v3 because 1v1 has been such a success for him in a very short time that he's been active. Yeah, for the moment, we kind of balanced into just a silent 2-goal advantage, although Exotic and Alpha are starting to test the woodwork. A couple of clear chances, well saved by Vatira and Monkey Moon. This is going to feel very much like a ranked grind for these guys with no queue time. See, the difference for the pros, I mean, for you guys watching, this will probably be quite familiar in terms of intensity to your own ranked gameplay when you're playing 15 games in a row or 12 games in a row. Reason being, obviously this level is much higher, but the skill level being similar is really all you need to have max intensity. 2v2, very, very intense game mode, all the way through the ranks. But for the pros, the intensity might actually be higher than they're used to, and that might sound counterintuitive, but I think that it could be higher because they are used to such long queue times that having game after game after game of 2v2 will probably not be something that they're all that familiar with. It's going to be interesting to see who can maintain their level from start to finish. Expect early for first 5 games, maybe even first 10 games to be perfect, but down the stretch, maybe not so much. Free flip save there from Monkey Moon. He's on the run and actually caught out of position. Exotic and Alpha trying to find a way through. Big boom from Monkey and Vatira. I think they're quite happy to just play the ball around here without taking too many risks, but they're caught out of position. Exotic sets up Alpha, and that looks like a tie game. Indeed it is. Monkey and Vatira trying to play keep away. Exotic finds his way back into the play, takes it away from them. If you play 2 hours of sweaty 2v2, you need therapy. I mean, it's not going to be 2 hours straight. They will have 1 game break in every 5 games, which is, I think, that was the main thing I was trying to do with this format, is make sure that the breaks are consistent. Oh, no way. Oh my. XX Vatira Killer do 59. XX has just scored the slowest goal you're going to see all day. Flip reset. He actually did have it. Wave dashed into a threatening bump position. It just bounces over both defenders. 1 goal advantage again for Vatira Monkey Moon. A very close first game here, but one that they have had control of for the majority. And I expect Alpha to just sit upfield, take a big risk in this position. Exotic looking to connect with him, but Alpha knows better than to jump in that position. Monkey Moon too quick to the air. This is a very, very difficult position to do anything with. In fact, it's more likely to go in their net. 1 game for Monkey Moon and Vatira already. Yeah, do we understand what's happening here? Does everybody get it? I know a lot of people tuning in did not watch yesterday's test. It's not actually going to be uploaded on my YouTube channel. The test. This is possibly going to be uploaded. Yeah, 1's in chat if you make sense. Can I stay in the group? Yeah, of course, Vatira, you can stay in the group. If you need to go AFK though, sit and spectate like this, because then it will automatically skip all the replays for you if you need to get up and leave your chair. But absolutely, you can stay in the group if you want to and watch the game live. Don't see why not. Now, as with every version of this, I think actually maybe not. Oh my days, what a save by Monkey Moon. How has he kept that safe? That's incredible. But yeah, usually when we do a 4-player mix-up 2s, well, always when we do a 4-player mix-up 2s, there will be someone on 0-2 at the end of game 1, and there will be someone on 2-0. But this actually is not going to be the case now, because Vatira, one of the players who won, is now sitting out. So Monkey Moon is the only player in this lobby at the moment who has a chance to go 2-0 in the first 2 games. Zen coming in for his opening game. Of course, he's still undefeated as well, and he has more games to play than Monkey Moon. So they're the guys alongside Vatira who are currently in the best position. But notice that one of Alpha and Exotic is guaranteed to be 0-2 at the end of this. It's just a simple fact. Someone has to go 0-2. Who's it going to be? This is going to be a big test, I think, for Monkey Moon. I said that he's my favorite to win this, but he's up against Zen and Alpha 54, the Vitality combination that everyone's looking forward to seeing play on the spring split. Can Monkey Moon combine with Exotic to beat them? He has really dominated the lobby so far. The lackluster shot ends up being saved by Alpha. Exotic breaking up the play, not for the first time. He's done a great job so far today, breaking up the play of the opposition on counterattacks. If by stop tabbing you mean stop switching POVs, I probably won't. I mean, I just tend to switch POVs quite a lot when I'm doing this at the moment. I did think though, if I'm spectating, I will switch POVs a lot. If I'm just switching at all, I'll probably switch it often. But I did think that it would be interesting, probably for games 6 through 10 or of this format, to do a player POV for every game. So what do you guys think about that? Type 1 in chat if you think from games 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we actually just sit on one player's POV for an entire game. just to mix things up in the middle of this. Looks like you guys mostly like that idea. We'll see. I mean, this is, again, first time that we're going to be doing this start to finish. So we'll give that a go. You know, we'll get a Zen POV. We'll see some nutty recoveries. Vatira just arriving around with no boost, challenging everyone. We'll see how Monkeyman and Exotic are able to be so effective. Just, I think, at controlling the pitch. And we'll see if Alpha 54 can keep his level up. I think consistency is going to be the issue for him down the stretch. He told me this is going to be a marathon before we started, so I'm looking to see if he can be consistent towards the tail end. Oh, that's just a great play by Exotic. To pass that back to Monkeyman really shows these guys are at a really high level. And Exotic's probably the one player in this lobby with the most question marks around him. Not sure, but do you guys agree with that? Do you guys think Exotic is the most replaceable 2v2 player from France by one of the other two's GOATs from the region? Personally, I don't think so. I think he's shown, alongside Zen, that he is just a monster in 2v2 tournaments in the past, and he's definitely a beast in ranked. So for me, I think he's an easy pick for top 5 in France. But I know he gets underrated a lot, in my opinion, in 3v3, so based on that, I think he might be underrated here as well. Probably a little look around here by Exotic. He's been bumped into the ceiling, and he decides to keep playing the ball anyway. Monkeyman didn't read that. And that leaves an opportunity for them. Once again, Exotic just controlling, just calmly giving Monkeyman time to get back into the play. Notice how long Exotic is taking in the corner there before advancing. He's not under any pressure. They've already got the 1-goal lead. And he knows that Monkeyman recently just dove forward, so he's giving Monkeyman time to get back into the game. Very important concept in 2v2. 3v3 as well, but mostly 2v2. You need to buy your teammates time to recover when they're out of the game. Alpha with a downward rebound that's just gone wide. Zen looking to boom the rebound on target as well. That's going to be easily saved. Exotic just finding himself on the ball a whole lot at the moment. Monkeyman and himself almost getting tangled though for the second time. Getting a bit panicky on this 1-goal lead. And now here comes Alpha 54 against Monkeyman, who does well. Back corner defense. Looking good for Monkeyman. And a key touch to send the ball to the right-hand side. Monkeyman just cutting across the midfield. You can see that Exotic had the back line covered. Exotic staying well away from Zen here. Doesn't want to be demoed out of the play. Monkeyman might have actually outplayed his teammate. Zen's missed the open net though. Well, Exotic somehow managed to deflect the first shot clear, but I think Zen should have had the open net. Not entirely sure. We weren't on his POV, but it looked very scoreable. Zen has missed it. Alpha looking to get the ball middle with a reset. Gets past one, but Exotic again perfectly defending and wasting a lot of time. Zen wants the air dribble. Shut down by Exotic. Is it going to be Monkeyman 2-0? Yes, it is. And what a great start that is for him, because now he gets to sit out game 3. Just a nice little 2 games for Monkeyman. And now he's going to take a break. Let me just change the names before I forget. It's game 3. We're going to have... Well, we're actually getting Alpha with every different teammate to start things off for him. Hasn't gone well so far. And honestly, I don't expect it to improve, because he's up against one of the most experienced combinations in Zen and Exotic for game 3. I've got to tell you guys, so far, you know, compared to yesterday when we did this with the KSA boys, and it was a bit much slower in starting because we had to wait for another player for a while. Yeah, this is feeling like a lot quicker already. I think you know, the fact that we took 40 minutes to actually get started yesterday probably contributed to the format feeling long quite a lot. Already, it's another nightmare for Alpha. Zen booms in 1-0. Exotic with a perfect pass out to him. Zen knew he had a ton of time. Okay, Alpha 54. He lost in a narrow, very close game to Monkeyman Vatira game 1. Then he lost to Monkeyman Exotic game 2. Again, very close, but needs to get a win on the board early if he's going to be in the running to actually win this. We saw this happen with Kalirs yesterday. He just ended up so far behind and I think lost 5 games in a row to start things off. Alpha got to be careful not to let that happen to him. Also worth mentioning, I don't think I mentioned it today, we're not going to have the same teammates twice in a row. I've arranged this order of games that everyone will have a different teammate. when they are playing consecutive games, and everyone will have different opponents when they are playing consecutive games. So it should be, you know, a very ranked experience. Great shot by Alpha. They're finally getting on the board early. Vatira just calling Exotic's bluff there. Exotic was trying to fake a 50-50, bailed at the last minute to get the boost. Vatira just slammed it into the back wall, correctly predicting that Exotic would in fact not hit the ball. Zen fake pass. He's got everybody surprised by that move there. KSA was dominated by Ruas. He went 9 out of 10. We didn't do all 15 games. We only made it through 11 games on the KSA version of this because we were delayed starting, and one of the players had to leave, which is fine. Still a good test. Yeah, Ruas, he won 9 out of the 10 games he played. Second place was Naupo, and then third place was Mawson, with Durali, who subbed in with the KSA boys. Took fourth place, and then it was Kalirs in last. Yeah, Ruas was just the best by a clear margin. Best at adapting to whoever you put him with. Oh my days, what a save by Alpha. Zen thought he had the open net there. He's trying to be a bit too perfect with it, trying to stick it top bins, and just narrowly missing. Now going himself. Mind game. A nice little chip shot by Zen there. Vatira has it covered. You know, Vatira Zen, of course, have a very good match up against each other recently in 1v1. Zen came out on top, but Vatira definitely had Zen on the ropes at times. Don't think Zen particularly enjoys playing against Vatira, because Vatira just bumps him a lot and ruins all of his plays with pre-jumps. Zen loves playing against people who back off and players who give him space. Vatira is the complete opposite of that, as I'm sure you guys who have watched his 1v1s will know. And you're not going to see much different in twos. This is what Zen wants. Give him 100 boost and a back corner air dribble, and you're in a lot of trouble. Reset for Zen at the double tap over the top of Alpha 54 and Vatira. Goal of the match so far, goal of the series. I'm sure he's going to one-up that at some point. He's only in the middle of his second game out of 12. Vatira going for the double air dribble bump. He almost landed on Zen there. Here goes Zen again. He's come to life in this second game. Alpha, his teammate on Vitality, is probably thinking, why couldn't you do this last time? His corner read from Alpha. Oh, Vatira was up for it. He didn't respect Alpha's read here. I think you've got to assume that Alpha could have this. He was not far off. Yeah, Vatira didn't even see him. He was underneath Alpha the entire time. Thought Alpha was just recovering. That double commit could be costly. 3-1 for Zen and Exotic. It was over a year ago now. I think just a year and a half that they won the DreamHack Boost 2v2 Cup in the off-season between Season X and 2021-22 for RLCS. Zen and Exotic came out on top of you know, very stacked 2v2 teams like Oski, Revzy, Tho, Mike Boy, Khaled, TRK, and a whole host of others as well. You know, they're such an experienced 2v2 combination. In fact, I can let you guys in on a little secret. Zen was asking me about potentially playing 2v2 on my streams. He's played a lot of ones, but he loves 2v2 as well. And I asked him, who would your teammate be? And he said, Exotic. So, you know, if you don't believe me, you can believe Zen. Exotic is just one of these guys that everybody loves to play twos with, especially in the French pro community. Exotic giving Zen a ton of space here. Zen uses it wonderfully. Wraps a gorgeous flick past Alpha 54. He really contorted his car beautifully there to make it as hard to read as possible. Alpha forced to jump awkwardly as Exotic's in the area. Yeah, this has been the Zen takeover. Exotic's enabling him, and Zen has destroyed Alpha and Vatira. Great save there by Zen as well. Does the head go down here for Alpha 54? That's the question. You know, he knows he's got a lot of games to play today, but the third game in a row is looking like a loss for him. You know, at what point does the head go down? And does he start to get tilted? I mean, all of you guys in chat would have already been tilted after one loss, so we can't really judge him. But I think he's probably at this point just thinking, I need to just get a win on the board at some point. He's got one more game after this one before he gets his one game break. And that will be with Zen. So if he's feeling pretty bad about the beating Zen's put on him in this game, at least he's going to have Zen in his team for the next one. The problem for Alpha is that, although he's going to have Zen in the next game, he's going to be against Monkey Moon and Vatira. It doesn't get a lot harder than that. A lot of people asking, are they in comms? I actually don't know. Lovely goal there by Vatira. It's probably too little too late, though. Be extremely surprised if Exotic Zen concede 3 kickoff goals in a row. That's a great play by Zen. Didn't really have a good angle on the ball, so just plays the player instead. Confirms the win. That will tie Exotic on 2 points with Monkey Moon and get Zen on the board, leaving poor Alpha, the only player with no points so far. Isn't Alpha the same guy T-Bates hypes up so much? Yeah, this is the same Alpha 54. I mean, don't get it twisted. Alpha's a really good player. He's a great player. Yeah, and he did, T-Bates is definitely right about one thing, and that's that Alpha did struggle with motivation while he was, taking a lot of L's with Fairy Peak and K-Dot towards the end of their tenure together. Well, let's see, can he get one on the board? It's Alpha 54 and Zen against Monkey Moon Vatira. If they can get this one win, then we're going to have a whole lot of 2s on the board. If they can't, then it's going to be a disaster. Monkey Moon's going to be running away with it 3 wins in a row. They can't afford to let that happen. This is must win for Zen and Alpha if they're going to keep him under control. Agro, thanks for the Prime. Also, Adonaj, thanks for the 9-month Prime. King Spectre, thanks for 74-month Tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, it's another nightmare start for Alpha in another game. It's all going wrong for him. Close cheat and a double 50-50 just ends up in their net. I mean, that's what happens when you roll the dice. This matchup already happened. Did it? No, it was Exotic Monkey Moon earlier. It wasn't Vatira Monkey Moon. Vatira was sitting out in game 2. Alpha and Zen did play together 2 matches ago, but they had a different opponent. This is Vatira. But yeah, you're close. We had almost this exact same matchup 2 times ago. Oh my days. It's a Demolition Derby. But yeah, I know you guys are probably talking about how Alpha and Zen have already played together. Well, that's going to happen in this format. You will play with every other player in your team 3 times total. And if you think about it, the reason for that is because Alpha and Zen have 3 different combinations of opponents that they can play against. They can play against Monkey Moon Exotic, they can play against Monkey Moon Vatira, or they can play against Exotic Vatira. So you're going to see Alpha and Zen teaming together 3 times. This being the second out of these games. You're going to see every combination of players teaming together 3 times. Yeah, trust me. I think so far, maybe I'm going to mess it up at some point, but I think so far we've got it right. I think. This is, still early days, so I'll have to talk to the players after this and see what they say about the marathon that this format certainly is. We're still in the early games, so I think they're all going to be feeling fine for now. But like I said, having to go from game to game to game and it being 2v2 is very intense stuff. 3v3 is a bit more relaxing, even at pro level, because you don't have to make so many risky challenges. Risky, of course, has to be in quotations there, because sometimes it just makes more sense to go take the gamble than to back off and give all the space to your opponents. Oh my goodness, Monkey Moon has just ruined Alpha and Zen there. He stops the ball dead in the goal line and then sits on Alpha. It just seems like Alpha can't catch a break right now. This is going to be 0-4. He's playing with his, future teammate, Zen, in 2 of these games, but they just cannot catch any lucky breaks, it seems. Zen looking for Alpha downfield. Alpha does deflect it middle while Zen demos Vatira. Back to Alpha. That's a fantastic team play, but Monkey Moon's pre-jumped it. You've got to think, surely they're getting it though. Zen on the ceiling rebound. Finally scores. This is really taking a whole lot of effort. Fantastic pass and shot. And Monkey Moon is ruining everyone's day. He's still undefeated. He's the only player who has not lost a game. He's 2 for 2. Exotic is 2 out of 3. Monkey Moon, he is my pick to win it, because I don't think he's going to completely steamroll any game single-handedly, but I just don't think he's going to have a bad game, and I don't see any team that he's in having a bad game either. He's just that good. He's so consistent. This is probably just going to play like ranked, which of course he dominates in 2v2. Alpha handshake clears. Stop it. There's still a long way to go. You guys are so harsh. I'm simply stating the facts, but you don't need to rub it in on them more than is necessary. Mordak615, thanks for the 25-month prime, by the way. Look at Monkey Man there just intentionally missing. He knows that Zen's got his shot blocked, so he doesn't shoot on target. I think a lot of you can learn a lesson there. A shot straight at a goalkeeper might as well be conceding possession. You might as well hit it away from them. Monkey Man just playing keep away, and then once they've got a more clear-cut chance, he offloads to his teammate in a bit more of a clean way. Absorbs the 50, passes in field, and it's all too easy for Vatira. 4-1. Alpha and Zen have just got no chance against Monkey Moon, it seems. Ruben H27, thanks to the Prime. Also, Multi-Drive, thanks to the Prime. Welcome to the channel, guys. We are in the 4th game out of 15. A long way to go yet, but Monkey Moon at the moment looks like the guy to beat. And Alpha and Zen don't look like they're going to be the 2 players to do it. At least just yet. They're going to have a chance to play against Monkey Moon one more time together later on in this stream. Yeah, if we're basing it off how this game has gone, it's going to be very tough. This is almost a format that's been made specifically for Monkey Moon. Composure from Vatira there. Monkey Moon a little bit out of position though, and Alpha snipes one past him. And they do still have time. Can I do a MENA/EU mix-up? So, okay, I'll let you guys in on a plan that I have to, you know, make this into a bit more of a grand format long term. You guys can give me feedback on this if you like the idea. So this is obviously the France only 2v2 lobby. I want to do another one with England, because I think England have got an incredibly stacked roster as well of talent. Other countries in Europe and the European server who I think are the most stacked are KSA. I want to run back KSA hopefully. And then you've got options of either Germany, Spain, Netherlands, bunch of options there to get 5 different lobbies that are all happening on the EU server, and hopefully 5 unique winners. And then of course the follow-up to that would be taking the 5 individual winners and putting them in a lobby against each other to see who is the true best 2v2 player in Europe, European server. So that's what I'm thinking we should do with this. Yeah, type 1 in chat if you think we should do that. It's going to be a bit tricky in the run-up to the major to get that done, because I know a lot of players are going to be busy, but I'll see what I can do. And yeah, I'd love to do this with USA as well. I don't know, are there enough Canadian top tier 2s players these days to do a Canada one? I'm not sure if there are. I don't know if RLCS players like JNaps and Squishy even play 2s, or if they even want to do something like this. I don't know if there's enough Canadians, but yeah, USA there's definitely enough. Brazil there's definitely enough. But yeah, a bit more tricky. The idea that I had for the US server, actually, I'll tell you guys what my idea was there, was to do a USA one with, you know, players like Beast Mode Daniel, First Killer, LJ Chronic perhaps, and then after we establish who the #1 US 2v2 player is, what we could do after that is put that player in a lobby with all of the best import talent 2v2 players like Jack, Yan, Razebull, CRR. I think that could be pretty interesting as well. Yeah, we're going to go Exotic Monkey Moon against Zen Vatira now for game 5. Yeah, we'll spectate this game normally, and then in the next game we'll pick one player, watch the entire game from their POV, really try and get inside their heads and figure out what they're doing to make them such a successful 2s player. The 2 things I tried to do is make sure that everybody gets a break once every 4 games, and make sure that you never get the same teammates twice in a row in any lobby. Just to make sure that it's as variable as possible. I think so far we're on track for that. Another chance for Monkey Moon to increase his lead. He's got Exotic with him this time. Exotic's 2 out of 3, Monkey Moon 3 out of 3, so I think they've got to be the favourites here, even though they're up against Zen Vatira. Now if I asked you guys at the start of today, who wins this, Monkey Moon Exotic or Zen Vatira, I think a lot of you, I think the majority, would have Zen and Vatira winning. 0 and 12 says Alpha. Why does Vatira have 2? Vatira won the last game, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He won the last game. That's why he has 2. Vatira's played with Monkey Moon twice and he won both those games. So that's why Vatira has 2. Big block by Monkey Moon, but Zen with the dive bomb save. What a recovery. And now Vatira on the breakaway, not in time. Exotic takes him out of the game. This is a great chance for them though. It's going to be 2-0. Monkey Moon lost control. Another goal for Zen and Vatira. Exotic played into the corner there, hoping that Monkey Moon could get the ball to him. But it just didn't go the way that he wanted. Zen, Monkey Moon, Exotic, and Vatira are all top 10 in 2v2 right now. Really? Are they all... They're all actually top 10 in 2v2? That's unbelievable. I wonder if they've been practicing for this. I don't think they would have. I think they probably just, you know, are naturally top 10. Naturally occurring top 10 players. This is definitely one of the most stacked lobbies we've had on stream. We've had a rank 1, 2, 3, and 4 on stream before. But, you know, 5 players being this high quality is kind of insane. Okay, Zen Vatira just have to be careful here. They're in such a good position. Oh, well played. That's such a low risk shot that they've set up here. Easy to, you know, bite off more than you can chew against players like Exotic and Monkey Moon, who today have defended brilliantly. I think Zen and Vatira both have tendencies to overextend a little bit more than other players in this party. That's not been an issue in this game. They've taken their chances very carefully. They've set up clear-cut opportunities. Now Monkey Moon might be having his first wobbly game as he misses a ceiling read. Do they have the firepower to come back? Monkey Moon, very much a player who reacts to what his opponents are doing and tries to counterpunch them. I'd say Exotic the same thing, which is great when you're winning. Great when you're in a tie. Not so great when you're losing. Oh, Monkey Moon turns it up though. What an incredible interception that is. Floor double to deny Zen the full pitch pinch shot. Just dives right down onto it. And already they're starting to chip away at the lead. Vatira Zen, best twos team so far. I mean, I don't know if you could say that when Monkey Moon and Vatira are 2-0 together. Like I said, every possible combination of players is going to play together 3 times. So we'll have a chance to see if anyone can go undefeated with their with any combination. I think Zen Exotic are 2 of the players that you expect to do that because they played so much twos together over the years. Love that control from Exotic. They don't need to panic just yet. They've got a long way to go. They might want to panic on this play. This is awkward. Zen didn't expect it to bounce back to him by the looks of things. Either that or he was just a bit too low on boost to make anything happen. Fake challenge by Monkey Moon. Fake reverse challenge by Monkey Moon as well. They're under a lot of pressure here, waiting for a moment to strike. It's not clear when that moment is going to come. Another crunching shot by Zen. Exotic dives across the net. Keeps it out, but Monkey Moon's completely out of boost. The attack on the counter just fizzles before it can really get started. Vatira trying to tie Monkey Moon on 3 wins out of 4 games and join him as the joint favourite after 5 games have been played. That's of course after starting off with a win alongside him. Oh, great play by Vatira. He's going to 1v2 Monkey Moon and Exotic to put them up by 3. It all started off with a demo in the back corner. Zen just an option in the middle here. Even if Exotic or Monkey Moon get an interception, Zen's got it covered. Just another very safe attacking play by Vatira and Zen. They're playing this brilliantly. Against players like Monkey Moon Exotic, you cannot overextend, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're just playing careful opportunities. That's going to be a 5th goal. Monkey Moon's stationary. I think he's realized that his win streak might be over already. Zen just booms it off his own backboard, and Vatira's there for it. Cutter FR, thanks to the Prime. Multi-Drive, thanks to the Prime as well. Appreciate all the subs today, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the game so far. I mean, we're about to be a third of the way through, and yeah, I'm thinking the pacing is actually pretty good to go 15 games. Personally, although I do watch a lot of Rocket Leagues, this is not unusual for me. Yeah, what do you guys think so far in terms of the intensity? It's a very, I think, intense viewing experience. Very constant action. A reminder that for game 6 through 10, so the next game and the 4 after that, we're going to pick one player's POV and stick with them for the entire game, see what they're getting up to. does not look like a late comeback is going to be possible here. So I'll let you guys know ahead of time that the next matchup is going to be Alpha 54 and Monkey Moon. Alpha is yet to get a win. Going to be teaming up with the lobby favorite against Vatira and Zen. So who do you guys want to watch? Oh no, sorry, not Vatira, Zen. Exotic and Vatira. Exotic and Vatira. My mistake. Alpha Monkey Moon against Exotic Vatira. Who do we spectate? Zen sitting out. You guys want to watch Alpha? See if Alpha can get his first win. That's interesting, actually. We could just watch the player coming back from a break every time. See how they do fresh off the break. He says he's finished today. Don't watch me, bro. Alpha, you can do this. You've got this. I believe in you. Vatira flicks an own goal into the open net. Or flicks the open net into the crossbar. You know, this is going to be, I think, very educational, because what do you do when you're losing games? You know, a lot of us will completely, drastically change our playstyle to try and get back to winning ways. Very curious to see if Alpha is going to do that, or if he's going to keep up the aggression. So off we go. Alpha Monkey Moon against Vatira Exotic. Monkey Moon losing his lead for the first time with a loss in the last game to Vatira. Now he plays him again. Vatira trying to take the lead off Monkey Moon. Alpha trying to get his first win, and he lunges into a challenge to kick things off. We're going to stay on his POV the entire match here, see what he's getting up to. He's got Vatira to handle here, but look at Monkey Moon playing the ball in his recovery. Something you're going to see a lot today. Alpha wasn't ready to follow up though. So although Monkey Moon caused some chaos and managed to force the ball into a playable position, Alpha took too long to turn and couldn't follow up before the center ball came through. Close cheat from Alpha. He's going to win the race to the boost, but gets demoed for his trouble. Vatira just cut in the corner there. It's been another horrendous start to the game for Alpha. He just can't get a good start on many of these games. I think one game he had a good start, and every other one he's been down early. Oh, he's with Monkey Moon, so he's probably feeling pretty good about how his teammate's going to play. Vatira faking Alpha here. Alpha didn't get much of the ball. Probably should play it a little bit more. Monkey Moon was ready to follow up. Alpha quickly in a position to receive Monkey Moon's pass. He's just a little bit further infield than Monkey Moon here, so that Monkey Moon can see him. And then lobs the ball into the roof of the net with the double jump. Alpha on the board. Will you be the one to help Monkey Moon get back in the lead? It's the problem when you're losing in this format, is you have to help the guy who's winning sometimes. Just so you don't fall even further behind yourself. Alpha with a great save and an attempted air double bump from Exotic. Monkey Moon in a bit of trouble here, but Vatira's first touch doesn't get the ball into a dangerous position. Alpha kind of wants to run out for the mid boost there, but showing his composure to not do that in a risky position. He knows that if he runs to mid there's a chance Monkey Moon gets bad 50-50, and then they're in big trouble. So he's just managing his boost as best as he can. There's a big disconnect here between Monkey Moon and Alpha. Monkey Moon low on boost. Alpha decides to just commit to the play though. He had a good line to attack the ball. If he didn't have an easy way to just block the advance there, he would probably have faked a challenge to give Monkey Moon time to recover. So again, Monkey Moon and Alpha with a massive gap between them. That's not going to give Alpha much of a chance to play off Monkey Moon's touch. That's where Monkey Moon's gone in again. Huge save by Exotic on Alpha's shot, which again is looking to go to the top shelf. We're in game 6 right now, guys. Out of 15. It's game 5 for Alpha. He's lost all 4 that he's played until now. Infield pass from Alpha off the sidewall. Vatira reads it. He's giving Monkey Moon a lot of space, Alpha. So, you know, even if he's not ready to quickly follow up on a lot of these 50-50s, he's not going to be in any danger of double committing. So he now paths out to resume his defensive position behind his teammate, Alpha, waiting to see if Vatira will move in on this. Wants to boost seal, but he's not going to get it. No demo either. Alpha and Monkey Moon both kind of wanting the other player to turn there. They weren't sure whose ball it was. Alpha a bit heavy touch as he tries to set up the counter attack. 16 boosts left. Now the 100 spawns. Alpha knows Exotic's going to beat him to that, so he just waits. It's a patient display from Alpha in this game. He hasn't panicked at all or really forced the issue, which I'm impressed by, because obviously he's 0-4 right now, so it would be quite easy to just take risks and lose another game. He does not seem to be tilted. He's playing a pretty consistent game out so far. Got caught in one awkward position early on. Since then, he has been very solid. Make sure to bump Exotic there. He knew he was getting beaten to the ball, but he's way out of the game here. Alpha leaves Monkeyman alone. Exotic and Vatira knocking on the door. Alpha's back in time. Complete the shot. Never really a big threat there. Monkeyman did enough to buy time for Alpha to recover. It's a bit of a scary match though. Exotic demos Monkeyman at the back post. Alpha is going to try and track the play back using the ceiling. I think he just narrowly missed the mid-boost respawn there. You can see now that it is up, so he probably had a good timing on that. I didn't want to wait for any length of time. Attempted 1v2 there from Alpha. Wanted the dunk on Vatira. Turns quickly to counter the 50-50. Now Alpha with the double. It's in the top bins. Is he about to get his first win? He had so much space. He knew exactly what to do. Leaves Exotic in the dust, and you're welcome, Alpha. We'll watch the replay of your pop-off. 55 seconds to go. Can they hold on? Is this going to be another win for Monkeyman as well? I know we're in Alpha POV here, but this is a great opportunity for Vatira to take control of the lobby, and it is not working. It's going to swing right back to Monkeyman if things continue the way that they are. Big mind game from Alpha. Knocks it forward to Monkeyman for the redirect. And it's 3-1, Alpha 54 doing the hard work here. Dispossesses Exotic, fakes Vatira, and hits it perfectly towards Monkeyman. A very nice shot by Monkeyman there. But Alpha really making it as easy as he could. Now they really just have to be careful. Alpha wants the demo. He's just pressuring Vatira here. Monkeyman doesn't have to do anything because Alpha is all over Vatira, forcing the issue. It might look like ball chasing because it is, but that's because it's the best play to make a lot of the time, to just tackle the opponent from behind, let your defender sit back and wait for a more clear-cut opportunity. Oh, it's all gone wrong though. Alpha in a bit of a shambles, recovers. It almost went in the bin there at the end of the game. But they've gotten away with it, and they are going to win. Alpha, after going 0-4 early on, gets his first win. He's got 3 more games in a row now. Can he build a winning streak out of this? Only time will tell. And we're going to be spectating Zen, who's fresh off a break. Let's sit on Zen POV the entire game and just be amazed by his mechanical ability. Alpha got the POV buff. Oh, are we going to get POV buff? Hold on. If Zen and Monkeyman win, then that's going to be POV buff. I just wanted to check that the spawns were in the right place there, because I couldn't really see with Zen shaking his camera around, but they are. Alright, let's sit on Zen's POV. See how we get on. Really get to see how easy it is to play with Monkeyman. Well, we did in the last game. We got to see how easy it was to play with Monkeyman. Alpha left him alone in defense a couple of times. No problem. Monkeyman just handles it. There was no point during the last game where we're on Alpha's POV where it looked like he didn't know what he should do at any moment. He had a very good idea. Now, part of that's because he's obviously a fantastic player, but I think you've also got to give credit to Monkeyman for making it so easy for him. The greatest facilitator in this lobby, surely. Nice little pre-jump save there by Alpha on the goal line, denying Zen's slow shot. Now Monkeyman alone against Exotic, and look how well he does there, just dropping the ball into a position Zen can clear from. And now Zen's faked Alpha, who gets back to the ball somehow. Seals the boost as well. Great stuff from Alpha. Zen, completely hamstrung here, wants to make a play, but he's being chased around on low boost. Monkeyman forces Exotic, gets a piece of it. Zen dives in to block the follow-up shot. Zen and Monkeyman will never lose. Well, this is I believe their first time playing together. We've had Monkeyman playing with Exotic, Vatira, and Alpha today, but this is the first time that this combination has happened, Monkeyman Zen. So let's find out how they get on. Alpha and Exotic have lost their only game they played earlier today. It was the opener against Monkeyman and Vatira, who are currently leading in the overall scores. Zen wants to find Monkeyman upfield there. Monkeyman knew that the pass was likely to be intercepted, so he just did not jump. Zen with the mind game. Takes Exotic out of the game, but Exotic just dives right back in. Zen forced to fake because Alpha was blocking his only shooting angle. You know, that's actually well defended after a very risky opening play there from Alpha and Exotic. It looked like Zen had them in a world of trouble with that fake. They actually got back to the ball and did very well blocking all the shooting angles that Zen and Monkey Moon had. That's a huge dust on the play though by Zen and Monkey Moon. Zen did not read that downward bounce on the crossbar though, and now he's just completely underneath the ball, somehow producing boost out of nowhere. Don't know how he still has boost after all this. I swear he just has boost that lasts longer. Alpha panic flipping there. He's still in a decent position to make a play, but Zen's faked him, flicked him, and stolen his boost away. Exotic covering the mid pass though. Monkey Moon off the ceiling. Looks for Zen. Lots of flip resets, lots of mind games for Zen in this game. Trying to confuse the opponents, but they're actually the ones on the receiving end of a bit of pressure here. Clear-cut chance. And Alpha's going to slot it. Well, Zen gave away possession. Exotic blasted the crossbar and then demoed him. And that's a play that Zen did not see coming. He was completely unaware of the incoming demo. And now he'll be trailing alongside Monkey Moon. Alpha starting to build a bit of a streak for himself. This could be a second goal, you know. Alpha's right behind him. Exotic's playing the demo. Zen with the 0 boost in and out save. And now the demo lands at the other end. Monkey Moon could go for a second one here. He plays the ball instead, trying to get to middle. It actually does end up going middle, but Zen did not expect it. You can't really blame him. It looked like the defense should have it covered. Monkey Moon denied with the ground shot. I guess full volley is a more accurate description. They've been pressuring Exotic and Alpha for most of this game, but those clear-cut shots have been difficult to come by. Usually there's someone goal side of the ball, as Alpha is here. He's just staying in the way. And Zen's crept up very close. No time to react to what came towards him. Misses the mid boost. Monkey Moon takes back corner. Thought Zen was going to be grabbing the one at mid. Zen, of course, able to throw himself into fast attacking position anyway. Exotic easily denies Monkey Moon a look at the ball. Heavy hits from Zen. But as far as direction goes, nothing has gone past Exotic and Alpha. Monkey Moon looking to set Zen up off the ceiling here. He does. Zen looking to catch Exotic off his goal line. He doesn't. Exotic, as usual, far back enough. Less than a minute to go. Zen and Monkey Moon still scoreless. I don't think many people expected that. Monkey Moon infield to Zen, and now they have got a goal. Another crunching shot from Zen, but it's Monkey Moon with the no-look infield. Just single, not even single jump. You need no jump passes this. Just effortless assist from Monkey Moon. And Zen leaves nothing up to chance with the top shelf shot. Alpha's redemption story takes a bit of a road bump there. And now another one as the boost gets stolen away, but Exotic looking to go all the way himself. Awkward 50-50 through one. Alpha's shot not quite fast enough to go underneath Zen's pre-jump. Monkey Moon committing to a back corner challenge. Zen likewise. The whole lobby's very close to being on top of each other here, but Monkey Moon and Zen have played a little bit more cleanly. Boost steal for Monkey Moon. Alpha and Exotic are going to be very low here. It's going to be difficult to challenge a quick play that they don't have to, because Zen has back passed it to Monkey Moon. So they might be the team with the last chance though. Monkey Moon under the ball, unable to counter. Zen lurking upfield, playing very aggressively. Through the smoke, he might have actually got a center. Oh, it's hit the ground. Another chance for Alpha 54 to get back into this lobby. Monkey Moon looking for another infield pass. Zen's actually picked his options pretty well as far as which infield passes to go for. Monkey Moon's threatening a lot, but some of them have been too risky. Well, Monkey Moon just scored this. Well, if Monkey Moon scored there while Zen is missing a boost, that would be the biggest carry in an overtime probably that you're going to see all day. Zen accidentally missing his back corner touch. It actually went in their favor though. Alpha and Exotic are kind of in each other's way. Zen backs off the entire pitch though. For a moment that looked risky. Much like Zen, you really cannot afford to give Alpha big run-ups like that. The bursts of speed this guy's able to produce, very, very difficult to stop reactively. Exotic, delayed dodge. Alpha's there for it. It's another win for Alpha 54. And this time, It's against Zen and Monkey Moon. Brilliant play by Exotic to set him up. But what a follow by Alpha, who, just like he did with Monkey Moon and his team, he's there, he's an option in the middle, and when the pass comes through, he connects with it. Simple, but effective. Alpha and Exotic turn this scoreboard into a completely symmetrical list of numbers top to bottom. And so far they're 0-2. It's Alpha and Zen, against Exotic Vatira. We're at the halfway point. Game 8. Alpha's actually back in the match, guys. He could win. He could actually win here. Because if Alpha wins here with Zen, that will bring us to a 3-3-4-3-3 in overall score. And then in the following game, we'll have Alpha Monkey Moon playing against Vatira Zen. So he could actually put himself... He could be completely... where's Vatira? We're on Vatira Pop this game. Alpha could be completely, unanimously second place after game 9 if he wins this one and the next one. It is possible. He could come back and win. It's still fully in his control. And already off to a great start. Look at Alpha 54. The regain is real. Zen and Alpha, they've lost twice already today. Now they connect early for a goal against Exotic and Vatira. Yeah, just to give you another rundown of what's coming up next. So Alpha, he could be on 4 points after game 9 if he wins this in the next one. Monkey Moon would be on 5 in that world. And then Monkey Moon would play one more game while Alpha's sitting out. So it could be a 2-game advantage for Monkey Moon over Alpha, even if Alpha wins this game and the next one. But the good news for Alpha is he still plays Monkey Moon twice. So it's in his control to tie Monkey Moon at a minimum, even if Monkey Moon wins every game, apart from the ones he's playing against Alpha. This really is an incredible regain. Going 0-4, but still being in with a chance to win or take first equal. Entirely based off your own results. Could I put the games that they have played? I'm not going to show that on the screen because it's just going to be too much information. Nice demo by Vatira here. He actually did that with ball cam on. We're on Vatira POV here, but he just knew where Alpha was. He's just flipping straight in front of the ball. That's incredible. That wasn't director camera. That was Vatira POV. He left ball cam on and simply drove directly in front of the ball, knowing that is where Alpha has to be. I just realized, actually, for some reason it took me a while to notice. So we've got Karmi Corp against Vitality, don't we? It's literally KC against Vitality. For the only time today. This is the one time today we're going to get this. Exotic makes it 3-1. Of course, while Alpha is trying to make his own regain and help Zen regain as well, Vatira and Exotic are trying to claw back towards Monkey Moon, who's right now sitting first place by himself. If they win this, it'll be a 3-way tie. Looks like I've left the party. Hopefully that's not annoyed anyone with a notification. Doesn't seem so. That's a nightmare of a bounce for Vatira. He just did not expect that to bounce in field like this. He thought it was going in the corner. That's why he turned to face that way. And it just goes straight into the middle over his head. Yeah, this is game 8, so we're exactly, well, not quite. At 2 minutes 30 in this game, we're going to be exactly halfway through today's action. It's proven to be a very close affair so far, very competitive. Search a game. Yeah, I have to go to look for a game. Maybe it'll put me back in the party if I do that. I'll do it in a bit. Not going to do it in the middle of this game, in case I mess it up somehow. A lot of people seem to be questioning Alpha's position in this lobby. I don't think you should be questioning him. Perfect timing, Alpha. Thank you for backing me up here. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be questioning Alpha. Does he deserve to be the 5th player in the lobby here with 4 top 10 2v2 players in ranked alongside him? I think he clearly does. Alpha's got a very stacked history of 2v2 himself, although you have to go back a bit further to see him in any 2v2 tournaments. But yeah, he won the 2v2 Fusion tournament years ago with Fairy Peak. And ever since then, he's never left the upper echelon of French 2v2. He's always been up there. He's very respected. I wanted to hear from Zen because he was talking to me about 2v2 anyway. Zen scores again here. Oh, a comeback by Vitality. Yeah, I had this idea of running this format because Zen asked me if he could do 2s on stream, and I thought, what would be a cool way to do that rather than just a 2v2 show match? How can we make it a little bit more grand? And this is what I came up with. But I asked him who his 5 players would be, and he gave me the exact same list as I already had, which is these 5 players. So, you know, maybe some people are going to say he's biased for his teammate Alpha, but yeah, Alpha's showing us that he can really be an incredibly effective player in these lobbies. Great bump by Zen there. Exotic taking completely out the game while Alpha is starting the counter-attack. Yeah, after a good start for Exotic, it's gone a bit downhill for him here. Actually, I guess he's been a bit more back and forth, you could say, throughout this. He did just win with Alpha in the last game. Huge interception there by Alpha 54. Vatira's infield pass was deadly. Low boost reset from Vatira. Again, a perfect infield pass. Exotic on the end of it. What an assist by Vatira. He had 12 boosts left as he jumped off the wall. Pre-flip reset into another infield pass. Exotic watched the replay on that as well, just to enjoy the mechanical ability of his teammate. Vatira looking to see if he can make a bump play on this. Didn't want to stay completely all in on it though. It's the second time this game that Vatira has been lurking upfield looking for a bump. Oh, now he just crunches Alpha in the challenge for 5-5. But you might have noticed that Vatira's kept ball cam on a lot of the time while he's making these bumping plays happen, because he wants to see if he needs to make a quick run back to help defend. And that's actually, I think, a really smart thing to do in 2v2. Just go for a drive-by bump with ball cam on. You know, here he's going to turn it off because he's got a recovery planned and a much more deadly play set up that could just result in an immediate goal. Oh dear, well that's not the best synergy from Exotic and Vatira. What have they managed to do here? They're going to get away with it, but that was definitely a bit of a road bump there. Vatira covering the potential redirect there as well as blocking the miss. That's a big commitment by Vatira though. I'm not a fan of that one. I mean, Vatira does, I think, go for probably more low boost plays than anyone else at the top tier of the game right now. Like low boost all-in moves. He did it a lot in 1v1 against Daniel, against Zen when he played him. He's done it in every 1v1 he's played recently, and he's doing it a lot today as well. You know, his reason for that, if you didn't catch his series versus Daniel on my YouTube channel the other day, after the match was done, Vatira came into my Twitch chat and he was telling me, or he was explaining to chat and all the viewers what's going on inside his head when he's playing those games, and he explained that the reason he goes so all in for challenges, speaking of all in, look at this insane move by Vatira. Yeah, the reason he goes so all in, he says, is because he doesn't want to back off and have to defend a big play. He'd rather just take the risk for the low boost challenge than have to defend reactively with 100 boosts, which I think is kind of surprising to hear from such a talented 100 boost defender. I think Vatira's got a ridiculously high level read on the game. Very impressed with his pre-jumps. So I think, this is just my personal opinion, I think Vatira could probably back off a little bit more. I think he goes a little bit too far. I mean, he's definitely too far at the play here. Leaves Exotic completely alone against the Vitality passing play. But yeah, Vatira didn't have to do that. He didn't have to jump. He could have turned, maybe influenced the play on the retreat. What an incredibly aggressive game this has been. 6 goals apiece. 25 seconds left. Now here comes Zen. That's not a good sight for Carmine Corp. Now Alpha 54 looking for the reset double. He's got the reset here. Delays it, trips it on target. Zen and Alpha both threatening with the flip resets at the tail end of game 8. Now Alpha takes control in the back corner. Another reset on target. Vatira's going to have that one covered. He does well to land with the ball to safely get into overtime. DRL TV and also Thamazier, thanks for the brand new primes. Welcome to the channel. Is this going to be a quick win? Not quite. Exotic called the fake there. Vatira played the ball carefully. Now here comes Alpha chasing Vatira down. Decided to bail on that though, because Vatira ran far enough away. Smart leave on the back corner boost there from Vatira. Now Alpha's been faked by Exotic. He's quickly running back to the play, just directly straight back to the play there. Realizing his mistake. Low boost for Vatira. Will he go all in? Not this time. He's got the recovery path planned. Alpha and Zen seem like they've ground to a halt a little bit here. Vatira, with absolutely no caution required, just lunges in for yet another challenge. It's an awkward position though he found himself in. Alpha with a mind game and a huge solo play to win 7-6. Well, Vatira got into a very awkward position here, tried to play the ball behind Alpha, but he just gave it right to him. Mind game from Alpha, wave dash and the flick to take his 3rd win in a row. And look at the scoreboard, guys. This could not be any closer. We have got 3s for everyone except Monkey Moon. Game 9, Alpha and Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon can go 1 or actually 2 clear of 3 of his opponents here, or we could see a 3-way tie for first. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. W script for Alpha, right? What an incredible comeback he's had. 7-6 there. They were pretty down bad as well against Carmine Corp. Did not look good for them. Still able to come back and make it count. Monkey Moon forcing here. He's got to be quick back though. Luckily for him and Alpha, Zen was not lurking in the middle. Monkey Moon try and back pass here. You notice Alpha did not dive in there. It's very key in 2v2 to just let your opponent stay on the ball there like Monkey Moon did. Because if you think about it, Monkey Moon has no momentum there. He only has 39 boosts, so where is he really going to go if he rotates? He's not going to get back into the play very quickly. It makes sense to just stay on it, cause some disruption, and then hopefully generate a free touch for your teammate who's sitting at the back with 100 boosts. I know that some of you guys probably get annoyed in your own games when your teammate's doing this, when he's just staying on the ball. You're probably thinking, it's my turn, can you please rotate, bro? But actually at high level 2s, it's often wrong to rotate. It's better to just keep ball chasing, keep pressure on, and try and generate some kind of chaos that your teammate can then play off with all the boosts that they've got. Alpha Monkey Moon looking for their 2nd game win together out of the last 4 games. They were able to take down Exotic and Vatira in game 6. Now Zen and Vatira up against them. Yeah, we could have that 3-way tie for first between Zen, Vatira and Monkey Moon after this game, if they're able to get the win. I think that's probably not what you guys are hoping for right now though. You're hoping that we're going to get the Alpha 54 full regain after 0-4 to go 4-0 would be quite extraordinary. Well, Monkey Moon's done just about as well as he could there. It sets up the team pinch with Alpha. Monkey Moon's had no boost, but look how much power he's still able to generate on the shot there. Infield from Alpha. Monkey Moon with no boost can really only do somewhat well there. That's about as much as you could hope for. Monkey Moon's a very effective player even without a lot of boost. He's quite happy to just sit on 20, sit on 30 and just stay in the play. Notice here he's not leaving for 100 boosts. He's just playing on small pads, pressuring the play by existing in the vicinity. And this is making it very difficult for Vatira Zen, but they found a way through. Alpha needed to buy Monkey Moon some time here. He wasn't able to do it. That touch from Monkey Moon was good enough. Alpha missed his read. Looks like he might have been boost starved as well. Zen and Vatira get the opening goal after a 7-6 game 8. We're now getting a nice little calm 1-0. Monkey Moon trying to play Alpha in. Vatira shuts that infield pass down before it can really get started. Well, Zen's completely lost control here. Vatira was in trouble, but managed to make it back and get the save before Monkey Moon could pull the trigger. Another low boost play here for Monkey Moon. He's trying to make this as difficult as possible for the opponents to get a clear. Look at that, just getting a free touch for Alpha. It's really all Monkey Moon's trying to do there. He doesn't expect that to go in. He's just trying to get the ball to Alpha in space, which he's done so. Using the sidewall. Alpha actually runs past the ball there, faked it, tried to go for the demo instead. It didn't land though. It's another attack grinds to a halt. Lots of Alpha and Monkey Moon possession, resulting in 0 shots on target. They'll have to go a bit more direct late in the game if this continues. That boost is going to be up in a second. Not in time for Monkey Moon though. You might not need it. Monkey Moon able to beat Zen to the punch. Zen apologizes in quick chat immediately because, yeah, he should have had this. He had boost. He can see there, even after the shot was taken, Zen's still boosting. He just took a bit too long to turn. Monkey Moon straight down the middle. Oh, Alpha and Monkey Moon are way out the play after this kickoff. Monkey Moon covers mid rather than the goal. Alpha's got the goal covered. Now Monkey Moon has his boost stolen. And he's not going to get back to this one. I think he would only needed a wall dash to get here. Yeah, Monkey Moon narrowly beaten to the boost. I mean, it looked like he was actually ahead of Zen on that race to the boost, but he might have missed it, allowing Zen to steal it from him. Nice shot, Vatira, thanks, says Monkey Moon, who of course did get the last touch on that one. Once again though, he's just completely boost starved. It's been one of those games where he can't find boost at all, but look, he's still happy to just sit in the midfield. I think more than anyone else that we've spectated today, Monkey Moon has been quite glad to just sit in the middle of the pitch picking up small pads. This has not worked out well for them. The synergy's lacking on this play from Alpha and Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon trying to get a demo. That means that Alpha needs to, at all costs, keep control of the ball, but he wanted to middle it to Monkey Moon. Not on the same page there. Alpha thinking pass, Monkey thinking physical. Here in Zen thinking, how about a 3-1? How about a three-way tie after this one's over? Yeah, again, a lot of people asking, are they in comms? I'm not sure. Vatira's going to make it 4 here. Feels backflip for Monkey Moon. I would recommend trying out Monkey Moon's playstyle. It hasn't worked in this game, but definitely give this a go in your own games. The urge to flip away from the play and get a back corner boost when your teammate is pressuring the opposition is always huge for every Rocket League player, no matter what rank they are. The back corner boost will always be calling you to come and pick it up whenever it's there. But Monkey Moon's showing us what you can do with a little boost here. Just grabbing a couple of pads in the midfield. Of course, he'll get a back corner if he's in the area, but if he's not, he's quite happy to just pick up 2 or 3 pads in the midfield, stay next to the play, and I think that that is a big part of his success. It puts so much pressure on the opposition, and it forces them to make moves from farther away, giving your teammate more time to react, and giving them less space to work with. Yeah, Vatira Zen were just a bit too much in this game. They combine to stop Alpha 54's win streak, and also to tie Monkey Moon on 4 wins each. Incredible stuff. We, again, could not be any closer if we tried. So we're going to have potentially... Vatira's got a chance to go ahead by himself here. He could be the sole leader at the end of this game. If not, it's going to be Monkey Moon and Zen tied for the win. 2/3 of the way through today's games. You don't know, the Mina games seemed a little faster, just saying. I think it's stylistically different between the KSA, well, the Mina games that we saw yesterday. Of course, I have to say the Mina games because... wait, I'm supposed to be on someone's POV here. Who is it? I'm supposed to be on Exotic POV. Where is he? There he is. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Exotic. Forgot about that. Yeah, the Mina games, stylistically, they were going for a lot more booms, a lot more clears, a lot more long shots, whereas I think we've seen a little bit more air dribbly play, a little bit more dribbly play, 50-50 gameplay out of the French players. More focus on controlling the ball, but they've still boomed it a fair bit as well. I don't think one style is necessarily better than the other, but this has been much more variable, I'll say, from the French players. I think the Mina players yesterday, sometimes we would see 5 minutes of just pure boomer ball, where they're just booming the ball around the field, taking turns, slamming it into side walls, back walls, full pitch clears and shots and so on. But this has, the French lobbies have had a lot more pace changes, where players are trying to control the ball and switch up the speed on their opponents. So Zen and Monkey Moon against Vatira. Vatira does well, double save and a clear for his trouble as Exotic respawns. Vatira, ultra competitive, one of the most competitive individuals in the scene. He's actually outplayed his teammate here though. That was a bit of a disjointed play by the Carmine Corp duo. They still haven't recovered from it. Zen snipes top corner, and it's 1-0 to him and Monkey Moon. Yeah, that was definitely a bit messy by Vatira and Exotic. They got in each other's way a little bit. You know, they just ended up in the same spot in the pitch, and that can often lead to trouble in twos when you're right on top of your teammate. It's just more difficult, naturally harder to know whose ball it is at any given stage. Harder to know who should be the one playing the ball, playing the bump, and so on. Exotic knows exactly what to do here, though Vatira couldn't get the shot on target. Vatira now picking up mid boost behind Exotic. Exotic knows that, so he just stays in the play. Exotic again, just clapped as he lands. Monkey Moon takes him out of the game for trying to set up Zen, who missed the boost steal there. Zen has to run away to mid. Exotic going to drop it down for Vatira, who again ends up underneath Exotic. They're not on the same page here at all. They're looking for a pass at one point, and it's just not working. Zen snipes the tight angle double. Look at this from Zen. He jumps from close to ground height. That is unreal by Zen. What a pass by Monkeyman as well. But Zen doing the heavy lifting on that play. He popped that ball to the back wall with some pace and flew from almost ground height to double it into the far post bottom corner. Pinch from Zen. Goes more vertically than forwards. You know, he's not really been, I think, the main... The story hasn't really been about him today. The main stories have been about Monkey Moon dominating early and then Alpha coming back. But now Zen is really starting to come to life. He's had, I think, the best goals of the day, or at least a couple of the best goals of the day. Although definitely a conversation there with some of the other bangers that have been scored. Monkey Moon makes it 3, though. Exotic really doing nothing in this play. You know, Exotic, yes, he forces Monkey Moon to go into the air here, but so what? All that does is give Monkey Moon a free air dribble against Vatira. What Exotic should probably be looking to do there is fake a challenge, force Monkey Moon to jump, and then challenge him in the air again. From that distance, it's very hard to actually get a clean interception on a player like Monkey Moon, or anyone in this lobby, to be honest. Wow, that's a ton of acceleration on that play. I think Exotic just surprised Monkey Moon and Zen by how much power he's able to generate on that touch. Game 11 still looking good for Monkey Moon and Zen. Or game 10, I should say. We're in game 10 here, not 11. Hey Radosin, how you doing? Radosin, have you got a prediction who's going to win? Who's going to be the winner at the end of this? It's very close right now, but looks like Monkey Moon and Zen are going to be the ones with the advantage after 2/3 of the matches are played. Monkey Moon trying to reverse in his own slightly missed top corner shot. Now, Exotic and Vatira have kind of struggled today teaming together. They've lost once to Monkey Moon and Alpha. They've lost once to Alpha and Zen earlier on as well. And now they're losing again to Monkey Moon and Zen. So, you know, when it comes to 2v2, it looks like Exotic and Vatira might not have the best synergy. They are teammates in Karmine Corp, where their synergy is world-renowned and, of course, undeniable in 3v3. At 2v2, they have looked a bit disjointed. They've looked like they're getting in each other's way quite a lot. You think it's the man who's on the bench? You think Alpha's going to come away with a win today? That would be an incredible comeback. He has to get some of the results to go in his favor, I believe, at this point, if he's going to do that. Because Alpha's on 3, Monkey Moon and Zen about to be on 5, and he plays both of them twice. Oh no, actually, Alpha plays Zen 3 times against Zen 3 more times, so that's fine. But he can only tie Monkey Moon for first, unless he gets results to go in his favor. Well, the last match would have to be Zen beating Monkey Moon for Alpha to be the unanimous winner. Oh, you're talking about Zen. Okay, well, if you mean Zen, then I think that's probably a more fair prediction. I thought you were just trying to be extremely bold. I love bold predictions, so I gravitated towards believing you're thinking Alpha is going to win this. Alas, it's not the case. So 2/3 of the way through, 10 games down, 5 remaining. Monkey Moon and Zen currently lead with 5 wins each. Well, let's go back to just standard spectating and see how Alpha and Vatira get on against Exotic and Monkey Moon. Must win for Alpha Vatira to stay in the running here. I know there is another, of course, yeah, there's another little competition going on here. Don't finish last is probably the big thing that these players are thinking about. Alpha and Exotic in particular probably thinking, right, I've just got to make sure that these last 5 games, or for them at least, last 4 games that they play each, are good ones. They're up against each other here, so we're going to have a unanimous last after this. Alpha's side flip shot just rolls wide of the net. Have we seen Zen POV? Yeah, we've seen a Zen POV. I think it was game 7, Zen POV, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, who's going to be unanimous last after this? Is it going to be Alpha once again, or is Exotic going to have his first stint at the bottom of the scoreboard? Yeah, are you guys cool with this? Do you think? I think it's probably better to switch back to standard spectating, where we're just looking at everybody for the last 5 games. If you guys are okay with that, type 1 in chat. You know, kind of sandwich this with the player POVs earlier. Very accurate close range shot here from Exotic. Alpha misses. He might have just brain farted there. Alpha flipping potentially the wrong way as he was trying to reverse and flip into the ball there. Something that even pro players can't get wrong. Oh, accurate pinch from Exotic. That's very close, but not quite through as Alpha defends his goal valiantly. Monkey Moon. Again, looking to center gently to his teammate. Exotic decided not to go there. I like that he didn't go, as yeah, we've got actually Fennec Monkey Moon. He was playing the Octane earlier today, I'm almost certain. Did anyone else play the Octane today? That's all. We've kind of just gravitated towards the full Fennec lobby as we've gone through here. Did Alpha play the... No, Alpha played the Fennec from the start, I'm pretty sure. Monkey Moon. Trying to snipe a back wall bump there. Of course, that's a very effective way to really take an opponent out of the game while not having to flip, not having to jump at all. You can really send somebody flying with a back wall bump. One of the most, I'd say that one of the most satisfying ways to bump people in this game as well, the back wall bump or the side wall bump. You get so much return for such a little impact sometimes. But you're actually deciding not to run ahead and demo Exotic as well here. Prioritizing recovery. Maybe Vatira is trying to maintain his boost level a little bit more in these games. Infield pass off the side wall, intercepted. Exotic slow playing the near post here. Had the option of just booming it straight into the ceiling. Decided that might be a bit too risky. Vatira looking to lob the ball up to Alpha there. It falls quite a bit short. I think those types of passes are just inherently extremely difficult to get in lobbies like this, where everybody's looking to cut off the intercept every pass, especially a slow lob like that one. Safe goal side 50 there from Alpha, but he did get dispossessed. Monkey Moon with the reset double from close range. Exotic just popping the ball upwards there. Vatira trying to bump Monkey Moon, no luck. What a dodge by Monkey Moon. Just hovered briefly in front of Vatira before diving downwards, saving the shot. Vatira is a world-class air dribble bumper, so that was a great save by Monkey Moon. Keep himself and Exotic 1 goal to the good. He's still, to me at least, looks like the favorite today to take the whole thing. More composure by Monkey Moon. He might have played a bit too risky there. Tries to offload to Exotic and it's gone all wrong. Monkey Moon had the option of a pass, but at this range, if you're not able to absolutely nail that pass, you're in a world of trouble. I mean, what did I say before? These guys are looking to intercept passes early and often, so that kind of pass may be a bit too obvious. Oh dear. Vatira, did he not know that it was his kickoff? Did his boost button not work? What on earth just happened here? Wow, I think he might have just forgotten. Did he boost at all? Did he? Yeah, he did. I think he might have just forgotten it was his kickoff. He must have thought Alpha was spawning at the other diagonal side there because he just didn't go. That is bizarre from Vatira. And maybe the late series fatigue here starting to kick in. I did say, you know, this is something we need to watch out for. Who can last the longest? Monkey Moon and Zen, after 2/3 of the games, have a small lead, but you know, if someone can really up their consistency, or can maintain their consistency, I should say, while the other players diminish, and maybe they're going to run away with it. And it looks like more mistakes. Vatira 50s it into the backboard, tries to fake Exotic. Exotic calls his bluff. I mean, Vatira didn't have a flip there, and he was under the ball, so that was actually a safe play for Exotic to go for. You can see that Vatira was just hovering under the ball, not behind it, so he was kind of inviting the dunk, and Exotic obliged. 50 seconds to go. Big pre-jump from Exotic. Safely deflects the ball to the back corner. Monkeyman dodges one, saves another. Ridiculous defense from Monkeyman and Exotic this game, and you know, compared to the slight misplays Alpha and Vatira have been susceptible to, it's clear to see why they're winning. But now Alpha Vatira connect to the near post. Monkeyman wasn't there. Really long recovery here from Monkeyman. Exotic's apologizing, but I really don't think there was anything he could do there other than YOLO a challenge, which of course he didn't want to do. He was trying to buy time for Monkeyman to come back. Monkeyman was just too far gone, too far out of the play. Now just one goal. That one accidental kickoff lead from Vatira separates the two teams. Alpha looking to go direct, but he misses, gives Exotic a freebie. You know, they wanted to take a risk at the end of the game here, but if you're going to do that, you cannot afford to miss the ball. 2-goal difference again. The Champ 11 and also Jimmy W97, thanks to the primes. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. Just I looked away, we've had a kickoff goal. How did this happen? Was this just another double 50-50? Wow, Exotic didn't read it, he missed it. Hope that wasn't a ghost touch. I've been seeing quite a lot of ghost touches in my own ranked games recently. So even though the players are in low ping, that could be happening. Very standard kickoffs by the French players today. Vatira with Alpha waiting in the middle, lobs it up to him. Alpha bumped off the double. Vatira has to reverse and catch. And he gets dunked on by Monkeyman. That should be game. Monkeyman lets it drop and takes unanimous lead in the lobby with 6 out of 9. He is definitely on a roll. He's going to be difficult to stop. Exotic puts Alpha 54 into solo last place for the time being. Vatira, sorry, Nightbot's deleted your comment there because I had too many capital letters, but Vatira wrote, "Bro, my controller disconnected the kickoff." That's devastating, man. That sucks, but yeah, it happens unfortunately, especially when you play this many games in a row. It does happen. That's very unlucky. A close game. Good news for Vatira is that even though Monkeyman's playing right now and he isn't, if Zen can beat Monkeyman, actually Vatira and Zen are going to be playing together in the very next game. So that would give Vatira a chance to catch up on Monkeyman. Then Vatira plays against Zen 2 games in a row and against Monkeyman 1 more time. So this is an opportunity for Vatira and Zen to close the gap and actually tie Monkeyman for first place again late in this series. Yeah, if Alpha wants to make sure that he doesn't finish last, he needs to win this. He's up against Exotic again, and Exotic and Zen, they were the 2v2 combination that were, I think, most hyped coming into this. I don't know, would you guys agree with this? That Exotic and Zen, as far as 2v2 combos in this lobby, they're the most hyped combination. They've played a lot of 2v2 tournaments together in the past, and they've had tons of success. I actually don't remember, did Exotic and Zen win their first game today? It was game 3, yeah they did. Exotic and Zen beat Vatira Alpha earlier on today. Now they're playing against Alpha Monkeyman, and then Exotic and Zen in the last game of the day will play against Vatira Monkeyman to see if they can stay undefeated. I've not actually written down all the scores as we go here because I've been prioritizing making sure that I get the team names right, making sure that I update the individual player scores on the stream. But I'll definitely look back after today's stream is done and see which combinations of players had the best individual records. See if any combinations were able to go 3-0. Ceiling pinch from Zen, just narrowly wide there. Monkeyman gonna test Exotic's recovery. Whoa, that's a great catch by Exotic. He almost beamed it, but he had control, it seems. And Monkeyman will double in an equalizer. As Zen and Exotic failed to combine in defense. Exotic with the back pass. Monkeyman beats Zen to the punch. Actually took a little bit of a bump mid-air there, but still got back to the ball. Miguel SC7, thanks to the 24-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel. Jimmy W97, welcome with the Prime as well. Oh, Monkeyman starting to dominate again. This is bad news for Zen. This is bad news for everyone. Zen, who's within 1 of catching him, is now losing against him, and Monkeyman is just proving why he is the best 2s player in my opinion. If he can keep this up, he will, I think, just prove without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 2v2 player in France. You know, breaking the 2v2 world record just recently, highest rated player at the time before LJ pipped him to the post at the end of the season. But yeah, highest rated EU player Monkey Moon, highest rated NA player LJ, highest rated world player LJ. And now if he can win this lobby as well, I think that just cements it as the best twos player in France. Definitely, for now, the best twos player in Europe as well. Hard to say worldwide, because we just haven't seen international twos competitions. We just haven't. I really want to see some. Who knows? Maybe if the enough of the winners of these 2v2s that I'm doing, I plan to do lots of these nations 2v2s in the coming weeks if I can. But if enough winners are at the LAN, maybe I can organize getting some winners against each other. The problem is that, yeah, 2 hours is a long time for a LAN player to give up from any given evening. And it looks like we're pretty on the money for this lasting close to 2 hours. I think maybe just a shade over, because we've taken a bit of time between a couple of the games here. Yeah, if you skip most replays and you don't get any crazy long OTs, you're looking at 2 hours for this format, 15 games. NA pros say EU2s is better. Well, yeah, I would speculate that it's better as well, but it's not a guarantee until you see it in a tournament, you know? Yeah, overall, I mean, all the pros who travel to different servers for RLCS LANs in the past 2 years, they've pretty much unanimously said that the EU server is much more sweaty than the NA servers, where it's a little bit more air dribble main focused and just having a bit of fun in NA. That's the general consensus amongst pros who have played high level on both servers recently. Big interception there from Alpha. Exotic and Zen were supposed to be the combo to beat, but Exotic's really left a lot of power on the table with that pass. Easy interception for Alpha. Yeah, playstyle wise, I think in North America you're likely to see a lot more shadowing, a lot more running away to get boosts, a lot more solo play. In 2v2 at least. EU, you're likely to see a lot more pressure and a lot more team play. That's what I've heard from pretty much all the high level pros who have given me a take on the two servers and the differences between them. That was almost a nasty redirect from Alpha. Unnecessary, but it would have been cool. Exotic leaves Zen with an open net and then booms it in. Yeah, we could do a KSA winner versus a European winner versus a North American winner versus a Brazil winner. That would be really cool to see, actually, just one player from every region. I mean, throwing in an OC E2's player in there as well would be very cool to see on LAN. Every region picks their 2v2 champion who's at the LAN, and we see who can come out on top. What do you mean OCE lol? I mean, I think they'd be the underdog, but they're definitely up there as some of the players in OCE at least. Oh dear, feels backflip for Exotic. He is having a howler of a game here. 2 mistakes that have cost him and Zen 2 goals. I mean, Zen's definitely out of the game here, but Exotic should not be backflipping. The mistakes have been the difference. Monkey Moon, consistent all the way down the wire here. He's going to be sitting out the next game as well. You know, Monkey Moon just looks like he's going to win this because he's about to go ahead by 2 points with only 3 games left, and he's about to have a break as well before coming back for 2 more games. You got to feel he'll be fresh for the last 2 games after a 1-game break as well. So it's more about, you know, how much of a lead can Monkey Moon build for himself at this point, more than seeing if anyone's going to catch him. I'm trying to see, is it even possible, in fact, if Monkey Moon wins this? It is possible, because Vatira and Zen play together in the next game against Alpha and Exotic, so they'd have to win that if Zen is going to have any chance of catching up with Monkey Moon. Vatira will not be able to catch Monkey Moon now, though. It's not possible, because he's teaming with Monkey Moon in the last game. So this will be it for Vatira's chances to win. This will be it for Exotic's chances to win. The only player who can tie Monkey Moon now is Zen. Him and Vatira will need to win their next game against Alpha Exotic, and then Zen will have to beat Monkey Moon in the last round if he's going to catch up with him and take first equal. As Monkey Moon is guaranteed at minimum first equal now with that win. And the true fight becomes the fight for second place, the fight for last place, really, because look at the other scores. 4, 4, 4, and 5. It's a clear one player is better than everybody else so far situation here. Okay, I've actually got to... really sorry, guys. I've actually got to mute my mic for just a couple of minutes here, but I don't have to go away. I'll stay spectating. Yeah, I'm gonna let them play on because I don't want this to take any more of the players' evening than it has to. But yeah, enjoy the gameplay. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes for the rest of game 13. Apologies, just give me a couple of minutes here. Sorry guys, I'm back. Just had to take a quick phone call there. Didn't really have a choice, unfortunately, but it looks like Zen and Vatira decided, while I was muted, that they were going to pop off. They're like, alright, now that we don't have anyone to hype up our goals, let's just score some absolute worldies. I'm back. So they're probably going to score some terrible goals again. Now that I'm back. Let's find out. Remember, Zen, if you are just tuning in late here, like I mentioned already, is the only player who can catch Monkey Moon and potentially tie him for first. Somebody in chat was actually saying that I miscalculated Alpha's score. Why is he only on 4? I forgot to put him to 5. I'm pretty sure that he was on 3 before this last game where he won with Monkey Moon. I think he was on 3. So I think so far I believe that it's correct. But correct me if I'm wrong. Alpha 4. Yeah, he was on 3. That's what I thought. I think he's just Alpha 4 right now. We haven't had Alpha 5 yet. Doesn't look like we're going to get Alpha 5 here either. Just 30 seconds left. He takes a gamble on the 50 and it goes over him. Vatira makes it 3-1. Yeah, Alpha was just really hoping that Exotic had intention of jumping up to hit that again. And it just didn't happen. Yeah, all the numbers should add up to twice the total of the games that have been played. So far there have been 12 games played, so there should be 24 points up there. And it looks like there are. Quick math. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 7 plus 5 is indeed 24. And it's not going to be over just yet for Monkey Moon. He's not guaranteed to win. Alpha 54 and Exotic are going to be tied last place. Vatira separating himself from the pack with this win. And That makes it interesting at both ends of the table here, because Zen is within 1 of Monkey Moon. They're going to play against each other in the very last match of the day. We're going into match 14, the penultimate game. Alpha 54's last chance here to get ahead of Exotic. And Exotic's not going to be playing. So this is Alpha trying to put pressure on Exotic, put Exotic in last place by himself, going into the final round, forcing Exotic to win just to tie last place and not be last place alone. So actually a lot of scenarios going on here. Well, the short version is Monkey Man is the only player who can win unanimous. Zen is the only player who can tie him. Alpha and Exotic could either tie for last place or just be dead last. The fact that Alpha is now playing with Vatira means that, you know, we could have Vatira having to defend his third place actually against Exotic in the last round. It's not clear for him which fight he's in. He's very much middle of the table guy right now. But he's got the best player in the lobby, Monkey Moon, on his team. Monkey Moon came in here and dominated today. Oh, that's a big miss. Vatira dropping off in level a little bit there. That was completely open at the top shelf. And he just boomed at the crossbar. Yeah, Monkey Moon, without being the flashiest player, I don't think Monkey Moon is even top 3 flashiest player today. He scored some really good goals, but I think Zen has, for me, been the biggest highlight reel. And then Alpha and Vatira right behind them, right behind him. And then I'd probably say Monkey Moon 4th. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but type 4 in the chat if you think Monkey Moon is probably the 4th flashiest player in the lobby today. Now, he has scored some really good goals. He scored a floor double, he scored some flip resets. But I think that he's just won this overall by being the most efficient player, the player who just doesn't give his opponents as much space as other teams seem to do. Honestly, I think a play style that seems easier to replicate. Now, I'm not saying easy to replicate. Obviously, to do what Monkey Man has done here is insanely difficult. But when you're just comparing the mechanical demand that he's putting on himself versus the mechanical demand that his teammates and his opponents are putting on themselves, I think Monkey Man and Exotic are by far the 2 playstyles that are the easiest for your everyday Rocket League player to replicate. Because they don't make it hard for themselves. They just stick within what they know. Fortunately for Monkey Man in particular, what he knows is still it's very, very advanced. I mean, like we're seeing here, the flip reset mind games the first challenge and almost slots it past the second one as well. It's very inspirational stuff from Monkey Man, just showing that you don't need to flip reset 4 times in a row to get a goal. It's all about positioning, it's all about efficiency, it's all about synergy with your teammate as well. Oh, was that Zen that did that? I for some reason thought it was Monkey Man. I guess I was just talking about Monkey Man, so I just said, yep, look at Monkey Man. Look what he's doing. Their cars are pretty similar, to be fair. We've got a nice orange and pink from Zen, and then we've got the slightly brighter orange and pink from Monkey Man. Vati looking like a 3's one trick. What are you talking about? he's in a lobby with Zen, Monkey Moon, Exotic and Alpha. Like, you can't expect anyone to just go in this lobby and dominate like he does 3v3. Zen and Monkey Moon definitely combining for more threatening touches here. Big clear from Vatira though as he rips it straight down the middle of the field. Zen didn't have enough boost to control this, just went for the hard clear so he could secure mid. And then Demos 1. Alpha taken out of the game by Monkey Moon. Vatira spawned left side here, so Zen's going to have a little bit of free time with the ball. Monkey Moon does not have boost in the follow-up. Look at Monkey Moon though. He didn't get the mid boost there, but he stays around in the play anyway. Will it work out? Oh no, he's been caught. Alpha demos Monkey Moon. And what a huge play that is. Monkey Moon is going to make it back for this. Alpha snipes him at midfield and puts him and Vatira up 1-0. Is this going to be the return of Vatira to second place potentially? He's still in with a chance, remember, to do that. He can't catch Monkey Moon, but he can catch Zen. And not going to be easy, but he's on the road to it. Vatira makes it too. Alpha destroys Monkey Moon in that challenge. Zen was not ready to follow up, and he wasn't ready to save this either. Tiebreak done in 1v1. There's not going to be a tiebreak, it's just going to be 15 games, guys. First equal is an outcome that I am perfectly happy with. More like a little league here than a playoff bracket, if you will. Less than a minute to go. Alpha putting the pressure on Exotic, is currently waiting on the bench to see the result of this penultimate game. Frustrating game for Monkeyman and Zen. It was in the balance until they just barely overextended. Will they be able to produce some magic? Zen attempting a double off the sidewall, hits it too low. Monkeyman trying to bring him back into the play. Shot down by Vatira. Zen going to stick to the ball as best as he can, but chances are few and far between. Vatira's up too quick. Already putting on more pressure. Alpha on the follow-up. Shoots it straight down the middle though. The boost just ran out for Monkeyman. Zen can't really do much here. Alpha and Vatira both able to beat into the ball. They just have to settle for keeping the scoreline as low as they can. And they're not even able to do that. Vatira adds insult to injury with a 1 second goal. The worst possible outcome for Alpha and, or rather for Monkeyman and Zen here. Now, not only have they conceded again, but they've got to watch another kickoff before they can get into the last game. So, Exotic coming off the bench for his last game of the night. Alpha 54 has put pressure on him by winning his last game of the night alongside Vatira. So it's going to be a Vatira Zen tie for 6 points. And they're going into this last game playing against each other. So Vatira and Zen are battling here. So it's Monkey Vatira. If they win, we're going to have Monkeyman clear first place, Vatira clear second place, Zen clear third place. But if Exotic and Zen can win, then we're going to have a first place tie between Zen and Monkeyman, and a last place tie between Exotic and Alpha, with Vatira third by himself. Those are the two outcomes. I'm not sure, actually, I'm pretty sure I know which one you guys prefer. You guys probably prefer the unanimous first place, if Monkeyman and Vatira can win here. But we're in a possible world where there could be a tie for first place and a tie for last place. Very wholesome finish, potentially. Tie is better than Monkeyman and Zen 1v1. Nah, we're not going to make that. I don't think that's necessary. That's completely unrelated to 2v2. Completely unrelated. That would be so unfair for Monkeyman. Zen's just been grinding once and Monkeyman hasn't. That would be such a terrible tiebreaker. That has nothing to do with what we've done today. It would be cool, I'm not going to lie. It would be a cool match to see. I'd love to see Monkeyman 1v1 Zen, but that is not in the spirit of 2v2 at all. That'd be like a 1v1 tiebreaker when RLCS goes to overtime, which is like, oh well, overtime, once overtime reaches 10 minutes, if the players haven't scored a goal in either team, they have to nominate a champion in 1v1. That I'd be more down for, because at least we wouldn't get these insane 15-20 minute overtimes in 3v3. Zen and Exotic, they came in today expecting to do very well together. So far, I believe they're 1 win, 1 loss together. Can they finish strong, finish positive as a duo, and put Zen into first equal? I mean, it's in both their best interests. Zen playing for first equal and Exotic playing for last equal instead of just dead last. Now he's not into a good position here. Zen really leaving Exotic out to dry here. Just went for a big challenge, didn't make contact, and then Vatira air dribble bumps Exotic to put himself and Monkeyman into pole position in second place. Monkeyman cheering Vatira on, saying, come on, help me get the job done. It'd be a very impressive stat line for Monkeyman if he can win this last game. That would put him on 8 wins out of 12, 67% wins in a world-class 2v2 lobby. He's going to need to stay up here though, and he can't. Monkeyman floating close to the ball, but not near enough. Zen forces it through with a wave dash. Vatira and Monkeyman unable to get the ball clear, unable to keep it in the corner. Exotic's there for the finish. Is that just a kickoff goal? Oh my goodness. Vatira and Monkeyman have conceded a kickoff goal. It's the dead ball. Vatira gambled on it going to the right. He tried to read it going one way. It went the other way. And it's just wide open for Exotic. That's actually something I've not talked about today much, by the way. But if you guys were here for the KSA version of this 2v2 format, they were way more creative with the kickoff strategies. That's the one thing I think that the KSA boys did worlds, leagues better than the French players today. If there's one criticism I have of the French players, it's that they have done this same risky kickoff strategy just about every time. What a shot by Exotic. They're coming to life here at the end of this long day. Fake pinch, and then he takes his time, slots it in. He's even there for the dunk. Massive play by Exotic. Calm down. Why would I calm down? I'm right. I'm not even in it. There's not even a shadow of a doubt. If you look back, if you weren't there for it, you'd have to watch the VOD on my Twitch channel. I'm not going to upload it to YouTube because it was a bit scuffed with how many delays that we had. But yeah, the French players today have been extremely one-dimensional with their kickoff strategies. They've basically, I would describe their kickoff strategies as rolling the dice. They've just rolled the dice most of the time. You know, close cheek, dead ball kickoff. They're just rolling the dice, seeing who wins. Now they're very good with their kickoff mechanics, so it's working pretty well for everyone. But it is rolling the dice. They're just guessing. You know, there's a lot more strategy, a lot more fakes, a lot more demos, a lot more back corner kickoffs with the KSA players yesterday. So I've got to give them credit. That's the one part of the game where they were definitely a lot more variety on show than the French players today. But overall gameplay, the French players have had much more variety than the KSA lobby, which was a lot more one-dimensional once it reached midfield play, a lot more booming the ball around, whereas the French players have been, I think, passing more. I think they've been slow playing more, dribbling more. So it's a bit of both, really. Now, 1-goal game. Vatira Monkey Moon not done. 1 minute and 39 to go. Can they come back? Secure first and second place for themselves. Both teams have someone fighting for first on them. All you can really ask for in this format is, you know, for the last game to mean something. And this one, it certainly means a lot. You pay way too much attention to the kickoffs. Spoken like a true zero IQ kickoff merchant who just does the same kickoff every single game they play, and whenever you can see the kickoff goal, you complain. Like none of you in chat have a right to ever complain about conceding a kickoff goal, because you probably all do the same thing every time. You just all like drive into the ball and see what happens. 99.9% of Rocket League players are in that category. Oh, great chance here for Vatira, lurking up the line. Oh, he's not got any boost though, really. Decides to bail on the bump play. There wasn't really a lot going on there. Still time though for Vatira Monkey Moon, who's now sitting way back. Monkey Moon fakes a challenge, Zen bites on it. Monkey Moon looking to play Vatira in off the wall, but it's straight to Exotic. Zen and Exotic looking solid defensively at the tail end of this game. Free jump from Exotic doesn't really do much, but he's forced Vatira to go high, and that brings Zen into the match. 18 seconds. Last ditch effort incoming for Monkey Moon and Vatira if they want to win and finish second unanimously. Exotic fighting for last equal. Zen fighting for first equal. So far they've deserved it, but we're going to get one more chance. Vatira on the ground. Huge flick, but he's actually contacted Monkey Moon there. And that puts them in a terrible position. It's confirmed. We have a tie for first and a tie for last. And Vatira in the middle with a score all by himself. Great play at the end there by Zen and Exotic. I asked Zen, who's your favorite twos teammate? He said Exotic, and they're showing why. They're under pressure. Exotic really under the most pressure there to try and not finish dead last. But Zen also under a lot of pressure to try and tie Monkey Moon, and they produced the goods. They win first equal. What a close lobby though, by the way. The total games played for every player, 12 games. So Vatira is exactly 50% wins, and then you've got Alpha and Exotic losing one more, and Monkey Moon and Zen winning one more. Incredibly close. Zen says tiebreaker. I can't think of one, not gonna lie. I think, you know, the only way that we break 2 ties is if Vatira doesn't play. Monkey Moon is good, says Zen. Oh, he's so sneaky. He's so sneaky, this guy. Just, he thought he could sneak in that compliment and nobody would notice what he's doing. Monkey Moon is so good at 1v1, he says, Now, Monkey Moon is actually pretty good. But he says no. You want a winner? Okay. Equal is fine, says Vatira. I'm so confused. Vatira says we want a winner, then he says equal is fine. So I don't care now. Oh. I know he doesn't care because he can't play. Okay, so is it Zen vs Monkey Moon Alpha? Is that how we do this? Tell them English only. They can say what they want. They're bantering. I'm not going to say stop bantering, please. Another absolute gamble kickoff by the French lobby, but it's fine. It's off the post. Zen misses the open net. Gamble pays off for Monkey Moon Alpha. This is it. For the win and for the wooden spoon. It means big bacon. What I don't know what the context is on that, but I like that. It means big bacon at the same time. Yeah, what a marathon these guys have been on. It doesn't really look like the level of play has dropped off significantly at all. I don't know if you guys would agree, but you know, game 1 to game 15 and now game 16, there's been mistakes at the end, but I think there were just as many mistakes at the start, to be honest. Maybe like 1 or 2 additional mistakes, but oh, Monkey Moon's back in the Octane and he's up 1-0. It's Octane Monkey Moon. He's sick of the Fennec. He's like, this is nonsense. What am I doing? Let me just get back in the Octane and show everyone what the best car is. Vatira cast. Oh, I should have got in Discord with Vatira. That's true. Big mistake there. I dropped the ball on that. My bad. Didn't think of it at all. Yeah, the only Octane in the lobby. I'm inspired by this as a Octane player myself. Oh, that's disgusting. Who said the level's dropping off later in the series? Not me. Delayed shot from Zen. That is a just complete reverse ceiling shot. He's just reversing the entire time. He just straight up backflips it in from a ceiling shot after reversing into position and flying backwards into position. Zen is one of a kind. There's no denying it. Monkey Moon and Zen. What a war. The best player in the world from the online era, and indeed last season at times, against a player many expect to be the best in the world very, very soon. Zen's got his number here. Lost control though. Exotic is lurking. Zen looking to make some big solo plays to finish off this incredible marathon of matches. Zen against Alpha. His teammate stands strong in the way of him. By teammate, of course, I mean Vitality teammate. And now Monkey Moon brings it down. Not a brilliant flick by him, but he just really doesn't want to take risks, it would seem there. Big boom by Exotic. Monkey Moon staying with it the whole way. Had time to go for a 100 boost, something rare for Monkey Moon. Usually just sticks on the ball with low. No need to there. Great vision by Zen. Defends the back corner boost as well as the goal. Brings Exotic back into the play. And now Monkey Moon's completely beaten Zen to the punch. Backboard's open. Monkey Moon drops it down, bounces it over Zen. But it does not cross the line. 1-1 at halftime. Alpha, who had a ridiculous regain to even be in a position like he is. He won 5 out of his last 8 games after losing 4 straight. And now he makes a huge play. Oh my goodness, we've got some massive peaks at the end of the match here. Flip reset from Alpha, mind game, and a wave dash to set up the pace for the shot. Bottom corner. Alpha says, "Dop shot, mashallah." In chat. What does dop shot mean? I know mashallah is Arabic. We've had huge goals from 3 out of the 4 players. Is Exotic going to add one to the equation as well? Oh, K-Dop shot! There's no way he's calling out K-Dop in the middle of this lobby. What is he doing? That's so hard. Why have I never heard that before? That's phenomenal. I thought it was a really good shot, to be fair. It was a very good goal. It's giving them the lead with less than 2 minutes to go now. Exotic. Going to be very hard to dispossess, so this is awkward. Alpha making a smart move not to flip into the ball there. That's exactly what Exotic wanted. Monkey Moon over 1. Almost able to 50 it past a second. Alpha's got a reset here. Looking to lob it past Exotic, who stands in the way of it. Now Exotic at the breakaway, nearly managed to block off Monkey Moon from that play. He was between a pit maneuver and a demo. Actually got neither. Monkey Moon air dribble. Denied by Zen. Exotic forcing him high. Zen misses the back corner boost though. Pressure is on. Exotic looking to find Zen on the breakaway. No luck. It's Monkey Moon and Alpha controlling the match right now. Controlling their own destinies, and Alpha fakes another one through. Monkey Moon played him in, and Alpha did the rest. Successful counter-attack. But what a mind game by Alpha. Exotic thought he was going to take to the skies for that one. He thought he's going to need to jump to save a shot. Alpha just composed calmly. Slots it bottom corner. He's had 2 bottom corner shots, 1 in each. Less than a minute for Exotic and Zen. Is Zen going to regret asking for the tie-break? It was him who spoke first about it. Alpha and Monkey Moon have obliged. They're the ones who are coming away the better for it. Alpha off the ceiling now. He doesn't even need to do too much here. The clock is working for them. Monkey Moon takes away the mid boost, and now he's got a free reign. Exotic with a key interception. Gives himself and Zen one last chance. Simple flick from Zen. No follow-up bump. Exotic now. Next up on the play. He looks to mind game the flip reset. Monkey Moon tracks it the whole way and stops him dead. This could be game over. This could be your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Monkey Moon on top. And Exotic with a heartbreaking finish. He tied Alpha in game 15 for last equal, but now he's back to unanimous last with a final loss. A little bit of consolation prize with Zen's top corner shot. But that does it. GG's. Your winner, Monkey Moon. The best 2v2 player in France. I'll put a little asterisk next to his name there because it was a tiebreaker. Second place, Zen. Third place, Vatira. And Alpha with that last win, securing 4th place and relegating Exotic to last.